Hi everyone, in this video I'd like to introduce you to a new formula which is called unique, and just like the name, it is useful to identify unique list of items from a long list. It is newly available in Excel 365. I'm really excited when I found out about it not too long ago, and I want to use this video to introduce this formula to you. Let's look at a couple of examples together, starting with example 1. In this example, I'd like to show you how we can identify a unique list of items from a long list, such as this table on the left. Yeah. So if we want to identify a list of unique items, you can do it manually, the long way, by scanning through your eyes. Or you can now use the unique formula. So let's do it together. All you need to do is type unique, open bracket, highlight the relevant array or columns or tables. Yeah. Now, the other two inputs required in this formula are included in square brackets, which means that they are optional. So you don't have to include them. So you can just close the bracket and you're done. Yeah, that's good enough. In other example, I will give you some situations whereby we can use the other two inputs, which is by column, yes, no, or looking at items which appear exactly once or more than once, yes, no options. So the default, if you don't enter anything, is it will look at information and assess them by row instead of by column, and it will include everything in whether it appear once or twice. It will assess every single rows. Yeah. So in this instance, we have only we have omitted the two inputs, and we only enter the first input required, which is the array, or where can you get the information from. And as you can see in here, we've got 10 unique products, product number 1 until product number 10. Now the beauty of using unique formula is you can maintain an audit trail. You can press F2 and you can see where does this come from. Yeah. And most importantly, if the list change, let's say the next day we can have a new list and it's product 11, the formula update itself. The output includes product 11 now, and let's say we change that to product 12, as you can see, it's automatically updating it, and that's why I love this. Much prefer this rather than doing things manually or doing things via removing duplicates, because it's not dynamic. When the data change, you have to repeat all those process, whereas with formula it just happens automatically. Now let's look at the next example. In this next example, we can use unique to identify unique combination of not just one column but 2 columns, or even 3 if you want to. But let's just look at 2 columns first. In this instance, product and price. So you can type equal unique, open bracket, product and price, highlight them, close them. The other 2 criteria are optional, so you don't have to input them. Yeah. And we have 4 rows being the unique combinations. So if we pause and look at the first row and the second row, the first 4 rows and the second 4 rows, they're exactly the same. Yeah, product 1 and 100, product 2 and 102, they're the same, which is why only 4 lines appeared. Now what happens if we change this and make it 200? You're right. The output is dynamic, so it automatically updates itself. That's what's wonderful with the unique formula. Yeah. And if we change that to also 200, that will update itself again. Awesome, isn't it? Now let's look at the third example. So in this example, I want to show you that unique formula is really versatile such that it can also assess data by columns instead of by rows. So the first two examples earlier, it's looking at information by row and identifying, out of this row number 7 to number 25, which products are unique. Yeah. And same in here, out of row 7 to 15, which product number and price combination are unique. Now in example 3, I want to show you that unique formula can also be used to assess the columns. Yeah. So in this instance, we can ask Excel to find out, hey, look at every single column header and tell us or give us just the unique column name. Yeah. How do we do that? Simple. You type unique, open bracket, highlight the column header, and you put comma, and in this instance we enter return unique columns. Yeah. Close bracket, and I have the output being banana, apple, grapes, and kiwi, because this apple and that apple are duplicates. Yeah. Now if I change everything to apple, look, it's dynamic. Now it's saying that I only have 2 unique columns, date and apple. And if I change that to banana again, look, banana is updated. Isn't this wonderful? Yeah, I love this new Excel invention. Right, now let's look at one more example, the last example, which is how we can use unique formula to identify items that appear only once in the list. So in this table, I have purposely highlighted product number 1 to 5 in the top 5 rows, as well as product 1 to 5 in the bottom 5 rows, because they appear twice. Yeah. So if we want Excel to give us unique item that appear once, which is product number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we can use unique formula to do that as well. And how you do that is you highlight the product number and then you put the second input. So the second input, the third input, the second input was by column, which, remember I said earlier, if we don't enter anything, the default is false, which is return unique rows. So you can leave it blank. Yeah. And then the third input is exactly once. If you want item, if you want to return item that appear exactly once, then select through, which is what we need to do this time. And voila, that's it. Now if we don't enter anything, the default is to basically give us everything. So it's a unique list based on everything that is in this table, albeit it appears once or twice. If we want only to show item that had appeared once only, then we need to enter the input, which is exactly once equal to true. Simple, isn't it? Look, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you have found the learning experience enjoyable and exciting. If you do, please do subscribe so that I can keep you up to date with what's new in Excel that I have found useful in my day-to-day activity at work. Alright, thank you everyone, and see you next time. Cheers!